Hey everyone, this is Driflooney. Welcome back to more of this Animal Forest ENCORE playthrough. When I can remember my diaries when I start looking for a Master Sword, and I still need to find one because it'll be a lot of hard work for me to handle. Anyways, let's get on with Week 5. Week 5, May 5th, 2024. Turnips for sale. Well, today is Sunday, and we get a special visitor coming every Sunday morning. Who is that gonna be? Well, it's none other than an old Sal herself, Old Sal Joan. Yes, Old Joan. Really seemed to be a very sweet and caring little Sal, delivering turnips. Every week, at the beginning of the week of Sunday, she comes by and delivers turnips to villagers, of course, only just to have someone to come by and buy their turnips, only to be happy just for a little while until they start rotting at the end of each Saturday. Well, I've been too busy talking to Miss Sal. She warns me that every Saturday is the due day where all the turnips start getting rotten. And that means the turnips would rot every Sunday in the beginning of Sunday. So, I mean that it is truly true and all that turnips don't last very long. Rotting turnips is not how they last very long, at least. Well, I can at least have something else in mind. How many more should I even get rid of the Sals? Well, if I could still keep going at this time of rate, it wouldn't be so easy that I can really deliver turnips at 10 rates, 50 or 100, depending on the cost. Oh dear, depending on the cost that she doesn't even want that. Well, really she knows what I have to tell her. Well, I can't just go on for hours talking to her. It means that she really wants to know everything. But then I realized I actually repeated her dialogue. I wasn't that happy. In fact, I was rather disappointed. Well, I don't really need that information anymore, so I went ahead and bought some of the turnips, 10 per se, for only 100 bells. That's so much for anyone to even handle. But that was the only money I ever had, which is sad. Well, I'll just have to wait till tomorrow just to make my turnips at least. May 6, 2024. A is for animal. Well, it was the grand opening of the one and only Nookway. Yes, Nookway, the shop. Before I went inside to see the grand opening for the beginning of the day, I went off to see Gracie again. She was really happy, or was it he? I couldn't even tell because of gender-wise. Well, I keep saying she, but most of it I just keep getting a guess. Well, it's mostly because genders don't even matter if they really just need to be gender neutral as much as they case by. Or was it that Gracie was cross-dressing as a woman? Really gives me those dreadful vibes of cross-dressing women at these time of rates. But that men were supposed to be cross-dressers at this time of rate would obviously change the age rating, so they went him as a female instead, just to make sure it won't cause the age rating to combust. Yep, age rating won't ever combust at this time of rate, but I was lucky that I would definitely get myself a new shirt. It wouldn't be that easy to get a new shirt with this kind of rate. So, I finally went home After a little walk around on the cold, wet day, and it was time for me to get that shirt. A little embarrassed, by the way, but that shirt was really great. I had to go use it. And it looked like A for amazing. After I got the A shirt, I went to the beach and saw Gulliver on the exact same day as Gracie was there and the new store opening. I went to say hi to him, but there was something a little different than you could really imagine. Instead of actually buying like an actual furniture from a store, he gives you that for free, which is probably a good thing that you really don't need to ask questions of what kind of state he goes in. He just gets an item for free, but these items are not that great. I couldn't help but wonder, did he ever do shoplifting before he went over to the ocean floors? Or was it because it's the other way around? I have no idea. Well, it actually was starting to get a little dark out. Only at 2:33 at the beginning of the light of light. So, why not just stop by and say hello to Opal 64? She is really happy again. But Opal 64 is starting to go for a new range. That baby, that there's something going a little off about her suspiciousness, but she doesn't even want to change her shirt at least. Well, at least I hope she doesn't. A few minutes later, the two started talking. Yes, Rosie and Chow are starting to get along very well. Even if they really didn't even cause a ruckus or a fight, they could still have a great time together. All the characters have been centering around this town, with all the kindness of Rosie's kind nature. And I gotta say, the mama catchphrase really starts getting into a trend. And at least I don't want her to lose into a trend like this. But how? How is that even possible at this time of rate? To even see Rosie having her kindness at least. Kindness is what she really thinks of. Not that minding anyone else's business, but having such a kind nature at this time of rate really makes me very happy. But I wasn't that happy when the two started really fighting over each other, like Maple and Rosie did one time. But it's always been a kind pleasure thing to see when the two get along very well. Those two want very well lost lives together. Except, I noticed that Egbert teleported. He fell off the cliff and teleported himself into a weird spawning place. Well, that must have angered a lot of people. These people really don't want to teleport at this. That this teleportation out of nowhere is going off a hand. Well, just blame the game. May 7th, 2024. The end of Opal 64? Yes, it is the end of 64 herself because she changed her shirt. Off screen, of course. She loves the yellow shirt so much that the yellows are starting to spread. We can't even have those yellows just spewing out over their ears and falling into the ground. And they just can't even get away with it. You can't even have fun with the yellows. That makes me really angry with Opal's just choice of becoming the Opal's Yellows clan. I gotta say, I know who's responsible for this. I know who's gonna be responsible for those who are spending their kind of dress code of all the yellows in Meat Town. Yes, the yellows in Meme Town are starting to collide. I wasn't even that happy. We need to do something about it. But if I really don't do something about it, how is Mallory gonna find out about this situation anyhow? There was no choice but having a discussion with the two girls really does make Opal mad. Well, Opal is really mad at something. She couldn't even have a discussion lately, but I just had to leave her be because Mallory disliked her new shirt, and she said that she'd rather have the Opal 64 come in back. Yeah, Opal 64, please don't die on us. Otherwise I'm going to scream my head off. Before I ended off the day, I noticed that Rosie the cat is something a little suspicious about something about Maple. I realized that Maple was the one who actually started getting the shirts. But isn't that true enough? That Maple was the one who did it? Or is it because the Shirts clan is starting to spread too much that all the characters are going to be wearing yellow and that's going to be the biggest trend out there? Can we at least stop with the yellow spreading? Otherwise we would be spreading the tube shoes of butters and cream together. Or even just having this cream and its own eclair. You never expected anyone to believe anything like this. Pouring their own tea, creating their own sauce, creaming their own eclair. I'm starting to get really big flashbacks of what disgusting images I'm really gonna see. That's probably the most unfunny thing you can really think of, just for all the strange cases of you would have dealt with. Thank you, Shever. Thanks for telling me. And please, Shever, please stop the yellow clan from spreading. It better mean we need to get the Opal 64 clan to come back. If not, then what are we supposed to do? What do we do? Wow. The clan. The cult. It's coming. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not looking for any of this happening at all. May 8th, 2024. Bring Opal 64 back. Well, I really wanted Opal 64 to come back badly. The trend started getting really out of hand, so I had no other choice but to write her a letter to get her into getting a new shirt. The Opal 64 shirt, perhaps. So, I'm gonna have to speed it up just to make sure we would have to not see the boredom, just to pass the time, okay? Okay. It had to be done. Just to get the Opal shirt back. Hopefully she would wear it. Hopefully. If not, I think we need to put an end to playing all the yellows coming into our way. I don't even want yellows to spread everywhere. I gotta do something about the yellow spreading so much. It'll be like chicken pox. Everyone was getting them. But me? I say no to it. It must be done till tomorrow. I'm sure of it. May 9th, 2024. The Yellow Cult. Well, Opal was really happy to see that shirt, but she didn't even wear it. It was rather disappointing, because the yellow shirt is always the best for her to wear. I wasn't even happy. At least Mallory wasn't even wearing it. If she was part of the Mallorys of Maple's Yellow Cult, I had to do something about it. And if I don't really do something about it, I think everyone's gonna die. Good grief. It's Crazy Red. He was right there beside where we were heading. And it's not really that impressed. I wasn't even that impressed when he was actually coming in so quickly. It's only like a black market, and I wasn't even that impressed anyway. What was I even impressed on? I have no clue. I wasn't even expecting him to show up at a time like this, but having this kind of outfit really doesn't suit me very well. None of this was ever very appealing because I didn't even have enough money to buy all this stuff. I needed to at least try to get myself less on the bells and more on the stuff I wanted for my house. It's a little too scary. I can't even buy myself a piano to begin with because I didn't even have enough money to buy so I had to leave with this scared look on my face. If only there's such thing as happy dreams. There isn't anything as happy dreams, right? Everyone has nightmares like I do. Please tell me I'm normal. Well, it was a good thing Rosie was here just to at least calm down. Oh, Rosie, please help me do something. I know exactly what I have to do, but at least time of the Wraith, I think we would at least do something more pleasant than this. Have pleasant dreams, Rosie. Well, more is gonna be coming my way because Poncho joined in the Yellow Clan. It started not only just a clan, but it started to becoming a cult. Who is ever even responsible for a cult like this? I was not even happy, so I have this to say. And the maple! No more yellows! Opal 64! May 10th, 2024. A Famicom crash. I finally got myself my first Famicom game. It is so very well received, and I really am excited to play it in my room. So I'll meet you there. Well, finally got this Famicom game inside. But I'm a little nervous. Is the Famicom game a little too much to ask her? Or is it I really need to deliver the shirts that I promised them? Well, before I played it, I actually started getting a lot of the stuff I bought off screen, which is probably a good thing, because what would I even do without it? While buying it, of course, is obviously one thing, but most of it is just a little much again, trying to get myself into it. I'm ready for even playing it. Okay, let's see how it is. Am I ready to play it? It's beginning time, so I'm gonna play it. Just gonna put in the game here, and here we go. What? It won't start. It won't start. Start! Start! How can I start? Do I have to press the A button or the start button? What's going on? I can't even... It crashed? It crashed?! Well, that was out of an option. I couldn't even believe the Famicom I was playing actually crashes the whole game. So I had to reboot it. Thankfully I had save states, but I wasn't even saved all the way there since it was actually glitching out my game. Well, just for the most part, I wasn't even happy about it. In fact, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor when you actually get back home. Do yourself a favor just next time. Whenever you play a Famicom game, don't play it. Because it will crash the whole system. Especially for an emulator like this. An emulator like this would obviously crash the whole game, so here's a little note for just only safekeeping. Famicom crashed my game! Don't play it! Says reviewer. May 11th, 24. I regret nothing. Why did I ever say 2014 if I didn't even see the name correctly? Because I think I must have made a typo when I did that. Or was it because I accidentally slipped out? It'll take me 50 years, said Pearl when she thinks it. Well, it was finally here. This one perfect young thing I wanted to get. An orange table. Just what I always needed. And finally, I decided to put right over here where my orange chair is with an orange table. I just really wanted to see how it looks. It looks really good. Maybe I should get myself a watermelon table just for the watermelons. Eventually. Well, the last time we're really gonna have a little talk this week, ending up with week 5, is talking to Rosie. Oh, Rosie. When would you ever think of me just trying to get my hands on you? No, I mean not hands on you, it's just like a little handshakes, like giving yourself a high five or a sister fister maybe. Shrimp, I should have figured that out. Maybe a little something would even cheer up for the day. Anyways, thank you all for watching this episode of my week 5 of the Animal Forest Encore, or as I like to call it, Dobutsu no Mori Encore, as they say. And I'll see you on next week, on week 6, where I tackle on some new hardships. Hopefully this will be a good Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to you all. Thank you. Bye.